𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽 tigane waigetaria-tahi. I never thought that song would go anywhere. 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽 onahegai wito kaniagarako inama. I didn't really think at my Kikuyu music is that interesting. But later on, I was sponsored to go to a music academy. 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 the guitar. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me. Made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. I don't mind na country music. Before I started writing my own Kikuyu songs. You know I love you and I'll always will. I know you're married, but I love you still. Goto wa mitrena kina Steve Rogers and Wahome tukiform band ya kuina country music. Ina Diamond Oshiori na Mary Mugo Ajai. Nilienda as my first scan. Gero mwana Oshio ena kidogita new code. Kanasi kama kajuria tereni. We mama, nafanyanga kazi gani? Nimwira mimi ni muimbaji. No wonder. Najua nyinyi waimbaji hamnanga time ya familia. And that really broke my heart. I have a song for my daughter. I'll teach you to be great. It's a country song. I'll teach you to be great. Stand out in the crowd. Hold my hand, baby girl. I'll teach you to be great.
Tell us about 𝓲𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽.
𝓲𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽, I think I was just heartbroken.
Tuhende to issue. Nimundu wako hatire.
Give KURIA TV. Be a champion.
Alright. Umuthi tugukorwo tukiaria ciegi aciarĩre makoragwo na ciana special kana ciana iria iciarĩtwo thiku ici turauga abled differently. Oguo karibu sana tucoke twarie ciegi woini na muini uyu muno witagwo Esther Konkara. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Wakiri wate?
Kwabio.
No in a country.
Muno.
Ai. Niruboriko coat of many colors.
Yo.
Uti hanini.
My coat of many colors that my mama made for me. Made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors that mama made for me.
Aroboroge Reneto ne Ruboroge Dolly Parton. I love you, but I know you're married.
You know I love you and I'll always will. I know you're married, but I love you still.
Nilikuwa inaga wastage ukaigwa roingira na refuyo.
Dolly Parton she's an eagle when she flies because it talks about the strength of a woman in every aspect.
Tahutia.
She's a sparrow when she's broken, but she's an eagle when she flies.
Na wewe unite nyimbo ciaku?
Muno nyingi.
Herboro itagwo 𝓲𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽. Wina wate?
𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽 tigane waigetaria-tahi 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 niwe otwekaga 𝓲𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽.
Rugurutagwo?
𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽 wito kaniagarako inama orekererie gai 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻𝓪𝓬𝓽 wito gai anekamanene 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻.
Kumawe na rogi.
Ige muno ndina rwero reto ni unyomereirie. Ni unyomereirie. Nyomereirie doige. Otukoine wakwa. Kaere morwero oruteira wera tada fujega neofatiretie narona mwaki
wabetewe mwini
ehe
kanolio mwini kanolio mwini
tuya de mwini
kindu giki kiumire nako ya kuina
my dad fafa itware wa koya ona mami na koya anyway
ya kanitha uriko
kanitha wa IC
IC African Inland Church
yes toto ithu tutwire tuinite gwitu kuona ndi mwana re gwitu ni kwainago my dad ni athakaga guitar, he would sing, my mom would sing, so everybody in my home can sing no hare ni doire the musical path but ithu them now tuina na ntori thauti tega thank God, so I think music was just in me from the onset.
No ri uri murena nyimbo cia mafuku na nyimbo cia kanitha hymns we wacokire atia gutuika ni wenda kuinaga nyimbo cia country music?
Okay, fafa itona koro ari muhonoku ona mami but well kwito twathikagira nyimbo either tuine cia kafuku kana country. That was the only rule. Riu fafa ito tape ira cio thiagurite cia Dolly, Kenny Rogers, Jim Reeves, so by default on your music here ni ngurite ngiuaga and because okay, country music is so beautiful even to a kid to do ni there to story, you know, it has a lot of storylines na nitomaga tuweke curious kogo ngithikiri nyimbo cia Dolly Parton wetaruru wako to many colors, it's a story you can relate to as a small girl na plus ni ndo twaciarirwo kundu ku a low income family ndeya kundu gweta ndeya ni nje mwagwetaga ndeya ng'ombe na riu ni gwacenjirie
ari kudra makire ni twakomboreta mugunda ku waigana rimwe mwaka
nigo
100 shillings
kuria kwa hai
etigaru kwa hai tigu kihotwa heagwo ndiakwira ndeya in specific twakomboraga tukahanda mbembe tukagira tugatua tukarehe kareo nengo.
You see, rude so you know country music has a lot of the village life na ru wa kitu story tuigeto waiguaga they are just like your story. Rude da kurede so curious horo wa andu ya maina country and then because na unaona twari na gifted na voices tu na my sister itago Ruth ni twerutaga muno nyimbo icio na tukageri kuandika. Of course we didn't know much English no ni wakigwa gato line here and there gutirari na lyrics ide waterio gukirora online. So the dad we Gabiku dena a dream that I would want to become a country music a musician na gona Kenya re gutirare hidio gutirare na domainaga country except Ruben Kigame. Riu tugithikiri nyimbo cia country tondu ni kwari na shows ya kere radio ni cia country every time Kigame songs would play my father ni atwiraga atire na ucio raina icio ni wa Kenya. Now like what? Kenya na Kigame inaga that you can't even tell is an African. Ngikura dena dream ya kukenda kuina country and because I would know gutirakire na andu maraina country women I had that dream to be among the pioneers of country music. Riu na ndathire high school na twathi CU na twathi wakiambi gukemenyaga thungu hanini those are the songs I would learn gwakoretwo guoka nona etagwo buzz kana ire yako na to lyrics to Celine Dion
buzz ya Sunday
ando igere magikoro makina was it hip hop na R&B nicio cia cirakihitite hire but I would stick to country. Ndidi kana my classmates matidaba kiwa sasa wewe you have such old fashioned tastes country ukainako and I would feel so convinced there's something about country in me and there's a world waiting for me. Kuonde rutire nyimbo cia country muno. By the time I was done with high school ni dasi we muno off head. Na narudio ikuthaka guitar. Okay, fafani okana guitar muzino ni akanitha ndere ito. Ti ateneo imuno no ni a chord like G and C ubone anyoneti hanini. But later on I was sponsored gethie guthoma music. I did music theory vocals and guthaka guitar. Dareki high school kiandikwo wira wa guthomithia no na to academy tukoro gicagi because I was bright before now I could join college kiandikwo wira wa guthomithia ka primary kare hau tari hago grinya na 800. My first salary I went to Nairobi River Road and got a guitar. Gigura guitar and I just knew somehow no gumenya guthaka riu tokwandi toto nini fafa nyonetie ri thakaga na tuo uguo but later on I was sponsored to go to a music academy nikuru da menyeire riu the guitar uria riu ndimiyoi kuthaka na riu ndogikorwo ni lyrics wise niko sawa and the rest is history.
Yes. Reule nwainire professionally nwainire country music thini wa entertainment joint todo dressira do igima komenyete na ruboro tawo munyamaruri nwainire professionally bars in entertainment joints nwainire
yeah tobia okay rada bili koina country now in that serious level to meet na like minded people to radio 20 I think 12 up on 11 nigo to amitire na kina 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮 and Wahome to form band ya koina country music. I was the only girl in the band na nitwaki in several joints, clubs, hotels and all that. Edio na dindete gospel. Okay, I was still singing church to ndugirio wa kanitha. No dabire koina ado mabire kumenya na country music. Before I started writing my own Kikuyu songs. No rure ni God muhonoku and I'm a church person and I waga itare comfortable especially to sing in clubs. So do nida fira gigesiridhio ni dhamiri yako and I'm not saying it's bad or it's good. Ndekaga mundu twirema tu that's my own stand. Gifiri ni dira feel so contented in clubs especially because of my salvation. I quit the band in Oruya yakina Steve at our 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 and I went my own way. And I formed mine. Giraga irudeda he got different avenues. Iria dere hotaga koina na gamugoshithia. And I started now taking the corporate route. Rathiarige gaina kwa mundu koina birthday, house opening parties and all that. Of course I do urakinira natikiria ngina ginya kabuni ciao. Gai yake abikuhigurira mirango gwo kahora gikora now I'm in the corporate world. I have sung in so many companies, dinners and all that. Na rugu hedio gikoro ni dabia ku record my first Kikuyu album na ndaki abikometwara media ne rugu o adu amaje wegi na kantirire maigwa Esther Konkara they were curious like is this the same girl todo mundu akoyo kina githungu kia muthemba ucio ni kurigwo kana no wote kuina Gikuyu.
Yes.
So gekina munyamaruri na ka hit. It was such a surprise todo I didn't really think at my Kikuyu music is that interesting.
Yes.
No go adu market wegi na githungu. Daki na munyamaruru gikimenyeka rugi abigweto ningene makanitha kesha you know and gikiona ru my line I have to know how to balance between country music and gospel because I think I'm good in both. Na ru nigo goreto gigika ninaga in corporate functions and churches and private parties. I don't do clubs.
Yes.
But I've been singing.
Ugo ne undu wale thingi waku na njira nene
muno kuina
no ru nyimbo nyingi cia country music itire maundu maingi macio titamugithi ndio no kiuga atire mugithi ni uri maundu maingi riu wera andu ara mukona thini wa band ati ni watiga makwiri atia maugithi atia.
Of course, people think, okay, sometimes people think you're making a stupid decision to do, okay, of course, koinaira fugo kirebia.
Yes.
The shows are more in the club world. Na no daki na gota dekirimuki kana udem na ajui, but I was so convinced that I don't want to sing in club. No na nejetago na thais. Na huriro ne andu gimuno me na irafu makenda kuhe mawira. And I just tell them frankly I can't do clubs because I'm a gospel singer.
Yes.
I only sing in corporate functions or private parties.
Yes.
It was not an easy decision. But of course wagitiga bia nyigena so many ready market na corporate zitiokaga so often. To unaona
wait tajira band ile mwadho rekete tago 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 ngwameta uguthukuma tabia cigana weekend imwe
ndio mimi turari wa over 10 years ago
no I mean
twakere hago twathia tukaina Nyeri you paid I think the band would get maybe 90k 100k mugakigaya nai na netwa ina show nyingi toindirero akanga
now no asoka riu corporate mekaga akoro ni event once
per year
ingine financial marandira kia financial either the profit kana losses mena team building compared to what you are getting don't get a road deal.
Of course, yeah, the money wise, of course, I didn't get as much. And another is I don't make as much as the people who sing in clubs.
Yes.
And I have no ill feelings because it was my decision.
Yes.
Ne reure uhonokyo naguo muno ni ari hagira thogora. I'm a born again Christian. I've been a worship leader in church. Ni donaga tugerara kirafu ni gyoke ne Sunday kuinithia you know. So no guy name mwega muno so no na much as the corporate shows are not so many. They are okay it's good.
Yes.
Na digiuga I can't complain because I have so many clients in the corporate. In fact, dikana corona itano kari. Kuna mwaka tulikuwa naenda show mingi sana. Na nsia corporate. There's a December I had a show like in between na mudo ina party, birthday ya mtoto, anniversary. Muko na show nyingi few. Muka kuna we so busy. Even today I still get shows. Ninyinaga masukuru, ninyinaga makabuni. It may not be so many shows, but when it comes with good money. And also because I'm a gospel singer, digethia makanitha. Usad.
Utajira atiriri. Weshireta kuina rwimbo rwa Munyamarori. We very deep. It is not just a song.
Oh, Munyamaro.
Kawale mariti nikia kwa mariti.
Well,
tell us about Munyamarori.
Munyamarori, like I think I was just heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
Eni. Kaminyamaro ya mwiretu ikikuwa ile kutoa ile ndakire mwiretu.
Tuhende to issue. Ni mundu wako hatire.
Yeah, I was hurt. I was nitikane ko dump, you know. I know people keep asking me, it was just a heartbreak. Okay, anyway, we mode battles ya level yake. So ile tu amatari ya hiku battles ya onisio nanake. Umedampiwa, umekuwa cheated on and all that. So that was my story.
Are you cheating no getume otige bodo kweli.
So Munyamaro ni ko dampo dampiro.
No, otige bodo ndo wa gochi.
Udhaisi. Udhaisi kana hedeo.
Ora hedeo na thaisi.
Dependa kiria wendaga na buturire waku.
Ore kujere
niko dampu.
Oh Lord. Munyamaro we very deep. What happened?
I can't even, you know, sometimes you don't even know what happened. They don't want to dump on a do what happened. No, sometimes you don't even.
That hero once.
Were you told the reason?
In there no reason. Konkara.
Anyway, so for me, I may not know the reason, but I just remember it was a heartbreak. Na ni kada yake ni dampire. Na gifeel udampago do na hiyo reason to know you did wrongly. And I think I grieved so much. Because I remember writing it in my house and I was crying to God and it was just a way to therapy yakwa yarere. Nderagai nigwenda ani ahonie ngoro yakwa. Tondu ha uregwa ngiugatiriri thuciana tiganisha nyunuha. It was just me feeling there kuna watu wame sabotage your relationship and those people are my friends. And thank you.
Heartbreak yagadegede na munene.
Guy, yeah. Okay, we moire to the heartbreak is a major. Anyway.
Come on, did it how long?
Doesn't matter. It depends how deep you are into and how much you had invested. So.
Keburo gero ikaraku awakorago utegete ogu. Utegete todo. We were handed 101%.
Kana 110.
Guy. Riwo kiri muthonyo mwae kwira ndekwenda.
Ndio wabagarere ukatiga kwerwo thimo, right, you're not responded to, the gyoka block or you know. Then after some time you hear some rumors, so na kugwa imudo sio mana mena ngania. Anyway, it was just a nasty heartbreak. Okay, go see yomo the digio na a big deal. Usi aru level o bara yari ndito mono hari ni. Today I have seen worse. But anyway, that was it. Dadekire Munyamaro just because of a heartbreak. And I never thought that song would go anywhere. In fact, giadekare boru ni dari na nyimbo igenyige. Todo album ni ndirikana record album ira da recorded before that day or around that time Munyamaro diaro included. It stayed in the book.
Yes.
Todo dekaga album ya bere hidio etago Turia Hotani. And I finished it and I left Munyamaro in the book. Munyamaro is my second album. People think it's my first. Todo it's a song I wrote nitorewa wadekaga January to just heal. Na diesira ine rweboro ge appeal to anyone because you see now that's my personal pain. No that diesira Munyamaro people were like they loved it. It was not among my favorite even in that album. Favorite yakwa yari Odosho ne muhudhu. Yeah, todo na album yo Odosho ne number 1. So diakwe ate wose adu maki heartbreak go muno kana maruo macio magoro ni so common because I think that's the song people.
But do you know neo yate adu matio rwimbo rwaru ni todo heartbreak. Mwaisire ni mathina mangi. Neo yoguo.
ona ndakĩũrio
tondũ nani ndarũthikĩrĩria rita rĩa mbere ndĩciragia itha no korwo nĩ ũndũ wageragĩra mũtũrĩre-inĩ waku then ũkĩgĩa na breakthrough you know ndingĩciria
yeah I think ũrĩa Ngai ahũthagĩra mũndũ to as just a vessel to come up with something, a masterpiece that is meant for the world.
Yes.
So do know when that was my personal pain. Nĩ rwĩmbo na iteciragia atĩ ina priority ya kũrekondwo. No rĩrĩa ndakĩrũinire rĩ, maybe the Holy Spirit used me in a deep way. Gĩkorwo hena andũ maragera maũndũ o maingĩ mamahatĩte ngoro, marabiri rwĩmbo rwa mũnyamarũri nĩ rũramanyamarũra nao. So that was it.
So how reaction yaku ya mbere yarĩ atĩa rona rwauma?
Ndaigua kũigua redio-inĩ. Niĩ na ndera gwere bora kũrora kwa inoro niĩ ndecagi nĩ ũndũ ũcio. So like which one? How were natha mũno. So okay. It took me by surprise. Ndieciragire rwĩmbo rwatero na rwĩna ene appeal. No Ngai akĩruta wĩra na njĩra iria kwenda tondũ nona rĩu nĩruo rwakimenyekire mũno.
Aya kuma hau ũndũ ũcio naguo.
Ũndũ ũcio nĩ mũhũthũ. I think I was believing God for something. Nyimbo icio nĩ ngoro mũno, nĩ mĩaka ta 10. Those songs I think are 10 years. Ũndũ ũcio I was trusting God for an opportunity. I remember it was something to do with an international opportunity. And I was feeling, rĩmwe nĩ ũfiraga intimidation inside, like, is this really possible? Na tondũ nĩthomaga kiugo kĩa Ngai mũno rĩ, I think I came across your story. Ĩyo ndĩmĩiguaga Esther, athamaki wa kerĩ thatũ ikũmi na inyanya. I read that story and I came across how Ngai erire andũ acio magĩthiĩ mbara-inĩ atĩ it is a simple thing for me to mathiĩte kũndũ kwarĩ werũ na gũtiarĩ na maĩ. Na nĩ manyotie rĩu nĩmonaga no maringĩke nginya before even they get to the battle zone no maringĩke nĩ kũnyota. Ngai akĩra, I think it was their leader kĩmera magokĩra kĩroko rũciũ mathima hizo mitaro sasa mĩkuru-inĩ ĩyo nĩyo makorire maĩ na gũtiairire akukunyesha or rather gũtiarĩ na atĩ dalili cia no kure makorire tu kwĩna maĩ in those mitaro. So ndathoma story ũngĩfeel Ngai akĩnjĩra whatever you believe in God for, actually that's a very small thing. I'm able to even do greater things. So rwĩmbo rũu naruo nĩ rwarĩ rwa gũtĩkia Ngai ũndũ ndendaga anjĩkĩire anjĩkĩre. Rĩu
music yaku ĩna album ta cigana kana wĩna singles cigana?
Ĩna album ithano na singles kadhaa.
Ithano. Album 1 ĩtagwo
Tũrĩ ahotani.
Ya kerĩ nĩ mũnyamarũri.
Ĩtagwo ũndũ ũcio rĩu nĩ ya mũnyamarũri. Nĩ ndĩngĩ ĩtagwo rĩmwe rĩa kũigana. Akana. Number 4 twanyamarũrwo. Agatano. Agatano nĩ kũhetũkio.
Roiguĩka nĩ waina mũno ũhoro wa kũnyamario.
Eni.
Kũnyamario.
Ngũmĩrĩrio. Well, I think we had to go mathũire. You can maybe nyonaga ta day among them. Kuona tu maũndũ maku mothe mokaga through some struggle. Like warfare kwa hii. So I don't think there's anything in my life ĩrĩoka easily. Na luckily because I know God, my faith in God is so much tondũ nĩnyonaga Ngai akĩhatũra ona maũndũ maritũha ngona ta hatarĩ njĩra. I've seen God bring me through. So most of my songs are just testimonies of kũndũ Ngai ahatũra, kũndũ Ngai anyonia njĩra.
Okay. Single nacio ũgwo wĩna cigana?
Ngĩcirikana nĩ cigana no citigĩa ta ithano. Tondũ nĩ ndĩ nginya single cia country.
Ura country winĩte?
Ĩni.
Yaku?
My own. I have a song for my daughter. Ĩtagwo I'll Teach You to Be Great. It's a country song. I'll teach you to be great, to stand out in the crowd, show them the beauty of being unique and different. I'll take you out there and allow your light to shine. Hold my hand, baby girl, I'll teach you to be great.
Okay. Your daughter.
Yeah.
Kai ona thutha wa kũhatbreakwo ũtekũhurũka.
Na yakĩhurũko no nĩ mũhote.
Kai gũcoka ũthiĩ ũcemanie na mũndũ ũkũhikĩra kana nĩ nako. Nako wapi na wapi?
Yeah, no, I got a baby. 7 years ago na miaka 7 rĩu. So anyway, after the kũnyamarũrwo or whatever, tũrĩa twagĩthire na mbere. So I got my firstborn 2018, yes. na 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻, that was my firstborn. She's a girl, etagwo 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻. Na over time I realized that she had challenges. Okay, if I backdate that story, ndina diamond ociori na Mary mugwajai nilienda as my first scan. Gero mwana ucio ena kindu gitagwo 𝓲𝓽𝓻. 𝓲𝓽𝓻 ni kuga, that's a medical terminology, ikimaanisha placenta iko around the neck. So, and I was so shocked. So, that's my first pregnancy. Kimuria, now, hiyo inamaanisha nini? In fact, ni damakaga tondu ndeciria ndamuriri sasa ha breathe. Akijira hapana mtoto akiwa kwa tumbo, ndahihagia na manioro. It's oxygen transferred through the mother and the baby through the placenta and the nutrients. So, akijira hakuna much risks. The only thing ni ati mwana ucio ndagiciarika normally, tondu hindi niguo agito ni nyamu iyo. However, because I was 7 months, tweterere tondu mwana ndagikaraga 9. By the 9th month, jiko another scan, nigetha mamenye kana mwana ucio ni nyamu iyo ni nyumu. Kama itatoka, anaweza zaliwa normally. Kama itakuwa imetoka, we have to do CS. No akigwa ngiri muhoi. And I went to the house and I prayed. Kiragai, I don't know what that means. And I don't know how it got to that. No guy, tondu ajiraga mwana to no arathakari. Anaweza cheza, iji untangle. Gigithi gihoya na giraga ini ndaregana muno no horo wa CS, and I trust that God, you're going to do whatever you can do. Weheri mwana ucio nyamu iyo. So digitita 1 week ndekirwa another scan na makiuga mwana makwa tari na iyo whatever iyo code na gigia mwana ucio normally. Only that I remember when that baby was born hakulia. Mwana ciara gwa kamba karira fiu. Huyu mtoto hakulia. Na need yesiri, it's a big deal. So I was a first time mother. Na dio ihoro wa mwana ciara fati korera for how long or anything. Kagabire kaundu kanini muno, a very faint ka sound like just that. Ona githie kithamba akirehwe toro. So na get discharged the next morning. I delivered at 1 a.m. na by then I get discharged na mwana. Riu mwana wakwa dari cianira cie fujo na bado dari, she wasn't active. Ari mwana tu ati datoro agokira kongaga koma ringi. And I thought that's a cool thing. No rogiuga ndidiragire kana kahoreri. So only for us to know later on ati mwana ucio ari na challenges. You need to kimenya guys a mother. Mwana ucio twabiri kumenya ina ma challenges tondu haha mundu atigithagia mwana kuonga that time around 6 months. Mwana ucio ruthasi sasa inafaa apewe food na akiambi kuregaga irio totally. Okay, mwana wako akoragwo atiriri Jeff. Hana emotions. Mwana udariraga. No na ndathekaga. No ria wikaga kana you try to do things. Yeah.
Atigirira.
She would just be blank. Akororago.
Stone face.
Yeah. That na emotion. Udora explicit ka ni amaka ka ni atheka ka that way. So wakati tulianza sasa ita winning wabia kumuhe irio akarega mwana ucio aregaga totally komeri irio ginyaga kumunyita manioro nigetha ameri irio ndamutwara clinic no ni afati gukorwa akiria na ndararia agakorwo weight no kugwiragwo tondu no na nutrition wise dari na value dari na kindu araria kina kiria ngai mwana ucio aregaga irio ginya siku 3 ndagiria agacitumirio ukamunyita ogwo. So that clinic the government hospital that they would think I'm the one not doing my part. So ndikana mundu ni anegenagio ni manasi muno ndikaniro watwara mutumia ku clinic. Manasi rimwe ni makoma very cruel na makaga empathy. So ndathiaga nasi akajuta sasa wewe mbona upe mtoto chakula ama hakuna chakula home? Ngamwira mimi huyu mtoto anakataanga food. Nakajua mtoto anakataje food? Mtoto anafaa kukua anakikula sahani mzima. Unaona ukatuka stress to do back home, you know you are really trying. Ukerwa gamuheo mena gamuheke gayo ginya supplements mashoro mage ma UN nga USAID nini anakata. All this time to nitwikarire by the program ya nutrition ni ndathia thibitari twari kiguthimo kironga the nutrition department for review muroro kani mura improve nothing. So I remember the last time kanasi kama kajuria tiriri we mama nafanyanga kazi gani? Nimwira mimi ni muimbaji. No wonder. Unajua nyinyi waimbaji hamnanga time ya familia. And that really broke my heart. To damuria kimuria tiriri. Yani mimi nimekuwa nikikuja hii review for every month. Itari na wira wa mwana we. Si nimekuja hapa continuously. Akijira riure unajua nutrition mtoto anafaa kukaa for only kaire 1 year. Ukishapita 1 year na how improve tunakutoa kwa hiyo program because sasa it shows we are doing our part as the hospital but you're not doing your part. Wana kwa gikiruto. And do get go stress to do as a mother this is not working. Mwana waku ni akinyiri mwakana she can't walk. She can't no milestones you the same mwana wa AGO dari. On top of that, this child was badly malnutritioned. Atakereaga mwana ucio akihanaga mwana wa mieri 7 na ni mwana uthite almost 2 years. Umenye ndathiaga akona delayed milestone ndaragia haongei hatembei na hakuna kitu ona mauta skin ona ginya kunyita tagaka. Mtoto wangu hakuna kitu alikuwa anafanya. So riu no waba kugia ginya stigma tondu ginya kuria muraikara people are comparing your kid andu maroka magakwira ai na mtoto wangu si amezaliwa juzi ona ana walk ona wako hawatembei ginya to ananu na tuona no turagi mudu mama Loveline kwa nini mtoto wako haongei you know I really got stressed ndikana riu hede niguo rukindo gitwa postpartum depression ili yanyitire and I became so depressed tondu you're trying to work out nothing no need you nikikiuru na mwana onani no riu to need ya hetwo diagnosis any
yes
gakinya handu ngeroni andu kana thia muthimithia calcium kamuthimithia gathie kwa mandagitari calcium level iko sawa blood level iko sawa indi uthirire bia nyingi muno tondu nani urageri ginya gwetha supplements indi mweru niguo ni da mami to akinjira atiriri mwana utumutware there was a center near my home there ikaga ciana to physiotherapy ya mahindi uguo tutware mwana wa physiotherapy agerie kucocorwo tuone kano a walk ria twathire andu ceniguo magira ai mtoto ciana ka autistic I've never heard that word before udabire kurigo ate autistic unajua autism KURIA autism what's that ukijikaria theri wakije sasa there's a condition inaitwa autism urageri gumetua like it's a small thing nigetha daka toniona ni watu weka shocked agikindariria autism gimburi hiyo ni ugonjwa hapana unajua it's a condition na mtoto anazaliango anayo na it doesn't go away so that's where now my journey started officially riu ni dakimburi uri ate ndehonago ikagwo atia sasa unaona sasa watoto they come differently because it's a spectrum you know autism tiodo ina characteristic the same in everyone mwana no akora autistic no ge autistic but they are very different so it make a spectrum to do a different characteristics taru by that time mwana wako abetiko behave aterere riu mwana ucio by the dari fujo no muthi ne kahoreri dariraga unless aguthwo hihi ne kindu muno niguo angirira no ni ari kindu ni agiaga cieto scissors ko wangathara agiarakarire muno kana amake taru ni athuire loud things kindu kiragamba very loud alikuwa anafanya hivi ni ndona gatundu tu no dimenye ngeciria tu mtoto attacking noise no na ndungemenya atikani condition
yes
na arafu agiamakire kana mumurakarie muno ni kung'ang'athara iyo ku scissors not scissors yet so long that just like a few seconds agacoka kona ni okira riu niguo makejire now you need to get like a proper diagnosis unigetha mwana umenye kumuteithia so from there wakirwo mwana waku level fulani taru wakwera we level 2 no wakirwo ni okay they don't heal tondu ti murimo ni condition no ni ma improve ama ni overcome some of these tendencies so tugikiambia the journey ya whether radio ni akinyire that time she was about 3 years na ni ndagite kana gakeri
yeah
hey
aya ona kwena madina marandwa mutirahora
ure madagitari ma advice agatiriri experts they say okay unginya mwana special wa bereri ni ugiaga trauma no kaigwa tutakagia mwana ungi tondu ni undu wa difficulties ugerire na mwana uyu na gwatika stress you think that parenting is very stressful and it's true we justified go feel ogwo no ni ma advice agatiriri kugia mwana ungire first of all ni gukoragwo kwi it provides moral support for this other child tondu no nataru wakwa ndathiaga ndai undu ikagira wage ungini okaga kamucanjamura tondu ciana ciigirire ni computaga for things so that's one reason the other thing it also comes as a healing for yourself tondu wage mwana wa mbere especially ni uthinekanagio ni andu ingi na mageciria your cast that like all your children will be that way koguo ni koragwo an advice from expert ungigia kana kangi tondu most likely you see autism is just a condition ti ati ni nene nyenda kwira andu tondu ndu meciria andu magia ciana special he undu mekire kana ngani maundu makwa you know that nonsense should just end. Autism no guti mundu tangimigia na ina class both the rich and the poor guti mundu tangigia mwana autistic even a famous person like me. Koguo wagia mwana ungi wakere. In fact by the time I got my child, my second born, ukaka kai na miaka 2 na mieri ta 7 hau na ndathiaga na hakuwa anatembea, hakuwa anajipea food, riu ndari na ngenge ichi igire ona ndathia clinic na weri ono yuri no wakuoyo ndagithiaga. And yeah, that theory I can prove it right. My second born is a boy na ni chap taki by God's grace mwana ucio by the athire na 7 months akiambia kwaria at 10 months riu ure ona ahana gatari we first born ona thaici gwitu tondu nona ni mugitaki na ni ahotaga riu kwamura the sister. So anyway, mwana ucio akinya 3 years twamutwarire a special school yari just around where we live. Ni ama sister ikoragwo ni mekasi andicio therapy tugitwara mwana ucio ndathiaga ndaheaga irio toileting ni mwana wagia fiu maundu mothe ni gwikirwo no aikara ku I don't know how they do it on makere expert ugakora mwana ucio ni ambia kure mwana wakwa ni left handed. I also didn't know that. Ndio mwana udari ndweka na moko motor skills zake zilikuwa chini sana. Itosa ukire kwiro skuru by this child is left handed na ni arabiri kwihe irio ginya getumirwo video ni ajiteki tondu mwana uyu uri no na muci ndari ona ndungimune muthuguti anyite so akiambi kwihe irio na left hand. I have also forgotten to tell you that mwana ucio ni ari na thina ungi wa maitho. So all this time nitwathite riu tukamenya ningi ni ari another condition of the eyes. Condition itagwo squint eyes ni maitho matari aligned.
Yes.
Riu nayo tugikirwo no tumutware thibitari, it can be rectified. So and we did that. Guo replace so athiaga skuru na special ni twathiaga clinics ya maitho tukiamba tugithie for like 4 months akiheo dawa akiro maitho macio matira improve agithia akiheo specs. She was wearing specs at 3 years. Bakiro specs zero for 6 months monekane siko work. Again they said one of the eye was very severe, did not work. So they recommended surgery. And I was so scared that I guy maitho mathijagwo ate. Anyway, we agreed and tukikiro ni it's a surgery of like 2 hours na ni ekiro surgery na miaka 3. Na ritho riu rikirectify. I think it was the right or the right eye rikirectify. No agifati gwithie na specs for some time. Anyway, riu aikara skuru ni athire aki improve. Undu ria wa mbere mbere ku improve ni gwitwara na maguru. Tondu niguo ni aregaga guthi na aregaga guthi riri. She would walk like in the house kondo kwina thimiti ni ukona ni arathi. No mwathi nja ona nyeki kana tiri na ka chini. Autism ikoragwo atiriri. It was sensory stimulation. Na ni yoka different he mundu autistic uko na sensory stimulation ya sight. Igi touch, igi smell, igi ginya ya mato. Riu wako ari na ya mato. Mwigwa ndendaga ni ndatigite kura gita miaka 2 mwana ucio. Tondu yaga gita tu ndagambia.
Akahiga mato.
So agekwo ru therapy cio akiambi gwitikira ku walk. She could walk anywhere now. Akiambi gwitwara na maguru. Na uhoro ucio ulikuwa just in the mind yawe he undu imeraga tariu no choose a favorite color. Aigeru ari nywa ingi na gikombe kia ready to. Riu ari muhe asa ina gikombe kia blue akarehe tantrums, but you don't know what's the issue. Kumbe sasa ni color tu. Riu no na ni mamenyago those people are experts. Hacio na marutaira makiruta wira ucio wa kumume akiambi guthina akiambi gwitwara akiambia kwihe irio na left hand. Toika ikarari maki notice ni anabi kugia speech. Tondu no mwana ucio ndaragi ona atia Jeff. Na hindo na miaka riu ni akinyirie na gaka kage kanini kararia fiyo karamuhe story. So wakasema wenye wameona anaanza aikarie kwa miaka 2 skuru yo makiuga mwana uyu ni arabi ku improve na tuona twamuiga guku in this environment she won't improve. Ni atwaro a normal school kuduru atida na ciana igwe makelele waimbe choruses nigetha speech yake stimulate. We did that. Now umenye yoko a challenge pia gucaria skuru ikumwitikira tondu na skuru ino rero ina ciana normal na those teachers are not trained to handle a special child. So yes. Ni ugithiaga several skuru gakiregerwo kiro cio tutingimwitikira guku. Anyway, we got a school for her na akiambi guthiru a normal school. Na thie skuru makimwenda muno tuona tu twakirathi kiu. She's in class 2 now in that normal school. na agithi ku ndararagia no ni akimenyete kuga baba mama you know the basic no mwana ucio tha ici Jeff ni she tawani wake ina taru nyimbo cia kwa ingicikira YouTube ni wake gari kuinania nani that is pity flowing but she communicates taru nigaga chakula nipe nitaka kususu nona ru mwana ucio gakora wikara environment yo ya tumetaga inclusivity ya including special people with the normal people ni malanagi from the other children ru mwana ucio toni karite ku this the third year mwana ucio athire ku kumerwe ppia gawan hau ni ame improve sana udorio mweru aratigitwo behind ni toileting na kama kuna miracle Mungu ametufanyia hii mwaka mwana ucio ni aramenyire gwitwara kioro after 7 good years arathiaga na diaper sukuru sukuru yo he mutumia omwe akorwe cleaner akijira mwana uyu re nita volunteer nitakuwa na change diapers riu ni ndekagira bagi ona tifuku to ndathomaga she's not into academics ifuku amone gutindo agiko no riu re socialization yake ke improve no riu mundu atwarete ndaragia ndathakaga akiambi gutwika playful agicoka akimenya riu tau ni amenyaga maundu ona ne ukura titenyo na ito aje ni igaga ona shule ni naitwa sent akarikia riu ni aramenyire gwitwara kioro tamu ino turarikiria niyo mwana se aratigire guthina diaper sukuru direkagira diaper ithatu hau to riu mwana wa miaka ya 8 ri nona no mundu ragithi kioro o maita maingi so araturia cenjagio diaper ni mutumia wi sukuru iyo no mwaka uyu those kids have done an amazing work magimufudi okay ni ndabire gukimufundithia riu home na ngicoka ngemera mukaikara mukamu time mukamutwara nake you know they pick routines autism is about routine age pick after 40 minutes agathikioro riu ona nyumba niwe we ukiragia tutimwiraga anamkanga tu naona anaenda kwa choo riu ngai ni atwikite wega to mwana ucio nyaraimire diaper ine na riu ni aramenya ona nyumba ni uko riu ndiciana ithatu
ngino wage kabi nawe ndigũthiĩ sana
eni
wina 8 years
and 4 arakinyia 5 next month kuonita 5 ucio ge 1.5
ona tiga ikaru muno
ni akire baby ngakire ka last year so they have been very instrumental in making these other one to improve toru nona ni undu ogwo aratinda environment ina cianari magatunya na gikombe you know akonora yangi mareka ga copy imemusaidia sana nigujiraga sheria mena sena special usikae na mtoto mmoja todo mwana ucio wa muiga in that lonely environment dakala anything no wagia mwana ungi okagatwika kamu jump start taruki kigia kwa gega kerito ni gichap chap kimu jump start ite kuraihu muno na niyo ikinya kometa anajua brother yake na sister yake wanaitwa aje na metaga na maritwa so we can say God has been so faithful na uhoro wa kurera mwana special it's not an easy journey ne drabe to go tigana na music for some time got take a break to do it needs a lot of energy and emotional engagement na runo wana gedra sira ndire staircase so we are happy
ni improve it
muno
no ni abire guthoma
uthoma ndathoma gati kwandika riu ucio ndari ndia tungi expect ati aike mathabu kana ki no sigithomwo a for apple ni ararikia ona ni twikara nyumba tukirwa atiri look this ugakiona ni akiona ura kurekwo okay no you know in special education okay andu a special twira gwatiriri curriculum ya odege koro itaria tono na brain work ya ni very different kiria kaga over time ni umenyaga interest yake iha na line area o yako ni ya art kana ni ya sport atukaga a genius like now we have known that she's into music ni endete wini muno ona tinda mugikira rwimbo hau TV ni arogamaga hau TV ria kaina ni anaru ona turimbo tudunya twa TV ni ukugwa kinema so music is in her we have bought her a piano at home ni undu ruo gwata na coherent speech ri ndungiota kumu introduce ra mwarimu at the moment no time to iragethi uo ria gukura akure na musical instrument in the house taru ni ari Kenya mukigiendete gutinda gishiki was it tambourine ni gwetagwo ino ya manyaga so anashanga kishake tu kwa hivyo jingle bell so with the time we uthio kamenya that her line no kamwethera an expert who can work with her
okay no aberirie kindu gitagwo NGO gitagwo SFIPE
yes
SFIPE ni kuate
Special Families Advocacy and Empowerment Program You do ngoretwo walk this journey.
Yes.
I just came out to talk about it. To do the realizing you do uria gukona stigma in the society. Ashirigera ciana special. They don't talk much about it. They don't expose their children to the society. Ni ciana nyingi muno special. Citatwaragwo na kanitha. Ona social gathering, birthday tano, ciana cigwitwo iria citari na mawathe, kana ka wathe gatigathike. And I felt that there's a calling in me to come out, tell people how to handle these special cases, na encourage aciari tanie, tondu being a public figure Ngai kahe mwana ucio ri, there is a reason.
Yes.
Na ngira Ngai ndikureke undu ucio onyinamie ngoro, ngureke undu ucio tuike a stepping stone to another thing. Na ngiambi kwaragi makanitha-ini ona media-ini ni njarangĩtie horo ucio, and some andu amwe makija there's something in you, why don't you just register something ukorwo wi uteithio wa andu aingi. Na niguo ndakiregister this organization to be talking about wika advocacy kwa uhoro wa ciana special, na ciari yao kuma encourage nejeka programs na ciari once in a while, na kuma empower ona ginya kumahoera tondu ona mahoya no marabatarania muno. Mwana wakwa acenjetio wothe ni undu wa mahoya. And faith in God and just accepting the situation. Yes, that is how the NGO. So
how long is how old is your organization?
Just no mwako da register earlier this year. No, okay, I've been doing advocacy all along. Tari na organization no rudekire nayo. Na runede tura kiri ground. Our programs are ongoing. Tukite program several. Yes, your mentorship, mental health. Tondu aciari acio mena ciana special ni makoro na depression. Ngindo gwaginya ni ndagite depression. You need support system. Mugakorwo ginya na mundu ngimwariria how to even get rid of burnout. Tonona wikara na mwana special na rege uti mundu ngimutigira. Ndio twikaga stressed. He maundu maku mamwe watigarire namo ni undu wa mwana ucio. So we do encouraging of parents, empowering. Nitumaheaga taru nona mwana akwa uthire diaper. Miaka igana?
Miaka yo ta 7 years.
7 years kugurira mundu diaper na wina ciana ingiri tika undu kanini. Some of these parents other than diapers ni mahuthagira ndawa. Taru no he ciana cikona na epilepsy other than autism akaginya epileptic he ndawa arahuthira ngasi ya 3,000 per month. It's really not an easy journey. Therapist, your speech na kini, they are so costly. So the organization ino irikorwo focus na maundu macio. First of all, tari udure mtu abeti ne ko distributaga diapers and the essentials, basic tire thafuni tondu mwana ucio no arendwo ikare mutheru ringi wewe muciari no aremirwo kurutaga wira tondu mwana uyu wakure. You see, like my case may be very mild. He mwana wake ringi cerebral palsy mwana ucio akoe in a wheelchair bound, no nginya mukue, no nginya umugarure, you know, and it really drains a family. The other thing is that a lot of mothers end up being single mothers. Todo
then ya ukora ugani gwanyu kwena madema.
Azuri ne kora moraga by the way. A lot of single mothers, a lot of people with special kids are single.
Yes.
Uge akora na watu ikire single mother wina mwana ucio arafatara ndawa, arafatara kindu ngiandikika wira kundu tondu no nginya tore mwana therapy, mwana uraima ni aringikire ni witirwo. So it's a very dire situation, and ngeigua Ngai ni arahe calling iyo ona ndafirire Ngai aheire mwana wakwa nigetha ni learn nya benefit in that shoe so that I'm able to know how to help. Toru wakwa ni improve it tutikiga to badly off yeto mwana tau the diamutiga na yotinda ku nari na ni acokire akige appetite no ari kana gukuraga haria
ndariaga motinda ngine mukiboi kabato
acokire akihinguka aria gai. She has the best appetite in my house.
Yeah.
Ono kirawe ndungi muhe mugate igaga chakula food. Yendaga irio sirio. So I have seen a lot of improvement and I've seen God walk through this journey with me. So doni matigane Ngai kunyendare ona ni ngia fall into depression na dethinekani asirigi mundu aba ugethinekani ukameno ni andu anyu ukaga muthuri ugacoka ru gakoro nginya nduri na empowerment financially uikaraga tu wewe mundu muthinekani. So God has done me good. Ngai ni ahete muthuri, a loving husband who is supportive of all my children. Na gakorwo ni ndeetikirire na undu ucio ndiguaga we ke undu atende na hinya kwaria about it. Much as I'm a public figure. Okay, they ukaga automatically ni kajani. Tondu wero ina mwana special wabaga uka go through grief. Tondu mundu wothe akigia mwana we expectagi mwana ugatwika great and all that. Waba wero mwana waku ginya wakwa ndaragia ndathiaga, you know, so ni ukamba kugena shock wabe grief urie Ngai why me and all that. No, with the time urore ko counseling step is ukasi ugaci overcome.
Yes.
And ni ndakinyire a point of acceptance and empowerment. Riu ni nyendaga ku encourage kana kugucia aria mathinĩkanĩtio and to bring them to where I am.
So organization ino egg-based ko?
Ndeia.
Ndeia. Morale ciari othe arĩa mena
special kids, yes. Of all kinds. Specialities ya every nature.
Ndagĩka ĩmwe harĩa rĩ ndũkĩarĩrie mũciari wĩna kana special tondũ handũ wa gweta ciana ikahithwo itingĩtwarwo kanitha itingĩthiĩ kambi na mũciari gũkorwo end nayo mali in just 1 minute.
Yes, ũndũ ũmwe kwamba kwĩra aciari arĩa mahetwo ciana special nĩ mwana ũcio nĩ Ngai ũheaga mũndũ na Ngai acagũraga aciari aingĩ akona we nĩ ũkũhota wĩra ũcio. So first of all, tell God thank you tondũ wĩna mwana na kwĩ mũndũ nake ũtarĩ nena mbia kaga mwana. Number 2, wero mwana wako na any special condition or accept tondũ the longer you deny it noguo udinayaga mwana ũyũ intervention iria cingĩmũteithia. Madagĩtarĩ maigaga ũrĩa gũtwara mwana ũcio ku get help early nĩguo maũndũ macio maingĩ ũngĩhota kuma overcome. Tarĩu autism ũngĩtwara mwana wabi kũmũtwara speech therapy, occupational therapy, the earlier the better. Tondũ waikara mwana akorwo nĩ akinyire mĩaka 10 okorwo nginya nĩ ciĩga cia mwĩrĩ nĩ cianyitanire, so not much intervention can help. Koguo accept na wĩre Ngai awalk nawe. It gets easier. I know it looks scary from the waba wero diagnosis waba ũgaigua kona nduma mũthenya. No ũrĩa time ĩrathiĩ Ngai nĩ okaga akahe mũndũ neema agagũtũmĩra ũteithio agakũhe support system na we mwenyewe nĩ ũngĩonia andũ how to be treating your child. O ũrĩa andũ mekuona nĩ wendete mwana waku na nĩ ũmũhumbaga wega nĩ ũmũthambagia kinya gwĩ ciana itathambagio itagũragĩrwo nguo cia Christmas to mwana ũcio nĩ kiwete or something.
Yes.
Like me, my child ndĩmũtwaraga kanitha tuikaraga mũbao wa mbere. The church knows I have a special child. Niĩ ndĩndamũtiga ona twetwo patiko ukinita kwako ndakuja na yeye. Riu society nayo ĩtige gũthinĩkanagia andũ stigmatizing. Atĩnganaga kwa nagakoragwo ngake gũtirĩ kĩũndũ tarĩu ndĩakora mwana wakwa nĩ ambĩte akerwo ena njogu ĩrĩa yarĩ in the neck. So maigaga autism has no specific cause. No nĩ gũkĩrĩtwo ũndũ tũngĩ point. Tarĩu no korwo hĩndĩ ĩyo mwana wakwa aitĩtwo nĩ njogu rĩ no korwo nutrients na nginya oxygen iyo rĩ nĩ yagaga gũkinya to the brain in the right amount. Rĩu rĩ hau atiri atĩ nĩ ũhoro wa gwitũ kana nĩ wako because that's just a medical condition. Na mwana nĩ aronja mũgima.
Hivyo
ugakorwo na we mwenyewe urari na ngari ukagĩa accident ukaparalyze. So I tell people that everybody is a candidate, is a potential candidate ya disability. No wonje ũmũthĩ wage guoko rũcio wage kuona. So ndũngĩthinĩkanagia andũ kaigare mena mawathe nĩ andũ arĩa mekĩte ona nĩ mahĩtĩirie Ngai no. It's about God. Ngai nĩ ũtũhete ciũmbe icio na the more you do it diligently Ngai nĩ oraga na nĩ amakaga igũrũ. Akona Esther ndakwire this assignment, have you been doing it? In fact jiraga andũ he irathimo ciũkaga kwakwa no korwo ciũkaga nĩ ũrĩa tũtiritaga mwana ũyũ. So embrace your child, teach the world how to love that. Nikio nĩ ndandire boru kuinite earlier. I'll teach you to be great. I sang it specifically for that girl. Kumwira atirire to the world you may be just another weird case. So demo muthiite out no na andũ makimurora. You know people can pick a special child. Ona andũ magikunya nai. People sometimes dismiss those children. Okay, what can they end up to? But I've told my daughter and I prophesy to her every day, you'll become great in the land. It doesn't matter agatuka great in which nature. Na niya winite award so far.
Well. Very nice.
Hey, award ya winire last year but one. Here radio itawa ya RFM. Ya rimuri ni makona annual awards. Na mwana wako niwe wawinire hiyo ya special category last year. Anyway, so my daughter will be great in the land. Na mwana wothe special nĩ arĩ kĩndũ gĩthĩinĩ wake Ngai angĩhũthĩra. Ndĩtwarikana tũkĩhe story ya yule jamaa alikuwa kiwete kwa Bible akĩririkanwo nĩ Daudi wa nyũmba ya Gamethu. So parents na nĩ nyendete kwarĩria aciari mũno angĩkorwo no wende my encouragement no heane namba.
Any of course, why not?
Namba yakwa na nginya mũndũ ũngĩenda gũpartner na ithuĩ nĩ ũndũ organization ĩyo nĩ njerũ na no twende support no wĩgue no ũtũhe diaper no ũtũhe thabuni no ũtũhe tissue ona no ũtũhe mbia tũhote gũteithia aciari angĩ marĩ in this kind of situation. My number is 0723 210 189.
210 189.
0723 210 189. Nĩ hũthũ mũno na I'm willing to partner with anyone. No ujite ona kanitha yanyu tuke twari horo wa ciana special. Taru njira kanitha ndirameriria ati muthenya ungi. kanitha nyingĩ nginya ciakagwo in a way that mũndũ kiwete rĩ wĩna wheelchair rĩ ndangĩhota kwambata tondũ kanitha kĩrĩ na stairs na wewe wĩna wheelchair.
Yes.
There's a new document the government ira introduce the disability na nĩ law na iraiga atĩrĩrĩ facilities ciothe cia public, a church, a school, a market, no nginya gakorwo na modifications to accommodate andũ arĩa mena special needs. Okorwo nĩ kanitha igakorwo na inaitwa ram nigetha mũndũ wĩna wheelchair no ambate. Okorwo nĩ cukuru kana kũndũ kũrĩa andũ mararutĩra wĩra, you cannot discriminate mũndũ nĩ ũndũ wa wathe. Nĩ wĩtene andũ arĩa mena mawathe nginya matiretagwo interview. Thaa ici ingĩkorwo ndĩ mũthomu na ndĩna wathe njoke interview moe kũnjĩkithia interview atĩ tondũ ndirĩ na guoko no ndĩ mũthomu ndĩ qualified, I can sue you and you can pay me a lot of money.
Atukena mũmbunge wĩtagwo
Senator
Timwanyonyi.
Yes, Timwanyonyi ako kwa wheelchair. Oh no.
Senator Tonaga.
Yeah, the one who pushed for this act. Yes, Senator Crystal. Koguo society rĩu ona ti kwĩhoyo rumara andũ marehoyo nĩ watho ũracenjio president no nginya andũ makoragwo na inclusivity mentality in a church. Tena kĩndũ ta sign language ĩgĩbatio na gũtuĩka compulsory tondũ mũndũ ũrĩa ũtarona rĩ na nĩ oka kanitha na inyuĩ mũraria verbally rĩ mũndũ ũcio akaiguĩra kiugo kũ
angĩigua,
you know. Even waratuĩka mwana wothe wĩna wathe ena right to education kuo ndabati kũrehwo cukuru aregwo atĩ mwana ũyũ rĩ they said facility kana company kana organization icio cibati cigekaga adjustment to the needs of those people. Ingĩkorwo ndandĩkĩtwo wĩra wa front office wa gũtype ndĩrainĩka guoko kũratinio ndũbati gũbuta wĩra. Unafaa change from that position, take me to another department where the hand is not being used. No joyage thimo na guoko kũngĩ. So discrimination has to end na inclusivity no nginya promote on andũ othe. Us who are doing advocacy na inyuĩ media mũreri waterere every month 1 hour per month has to be allocated to discussions about disability. You know how? Yes. Nigetha andũ rĩ disability tige gũtuĩka ta arĩa andũ amwe. Ikorwo is a normal conversation and the people know that disabled people are with us na no nginya to include na to embrace.
Very good. Page yaku yewe ĩtagatene tondũ wa mũndũ ũngĩenda gũkinyĩra mĩtambo-inĩ ya ũkinyanĩria.
Okay, YouTube Esther Konkara na Konkara ni K. Konkara ya KUNKARA. Facebook wona yoracaria Esther 𝓲𝓽𝓽𝓮𝓻 ata like the page na ru organization ĩno Google ĩtagwo SFIPE agocaria the full name.
Okay.
Special Families Advocacy and Empowerment yako na logo ĩno amenya nĩyo
Special
Families
Advocacy
and Empowerment Program.
Okay.
Yes. Ona TikTok ru ginya Esther Konkara case yothe ci hau ginya ĩno.
Ciuria igĩrĩ. Wetire marĩtwa maku full nĩ?
Esther waturi wa mwaniki.
Konkara nĩ Konkara no ya Konkama.
Yeah, we are more than. Ija kwa sitani athuire.
Sitani.
No gore sitani aranyamaria. You know, sometimes you can pick a victim mentality. You got to guy, nothing in my life works out. Gioma kiuga in Romans chapter 8 for in all these things we are more than conquerors.
I'll get to a conqueror.
You got to bakani what will be coming. They don't advocate concate.
Yes.
Yeah, so and I'm still winning and I'll keep winning.
Thank you very much. Rwano rwega rwa muini wetagwo Esther Konkara no akigwa. We muciari wena kana special we wena kiheo ngũrani na andũ arĩa angĩ tũraugire thikũ ici maretwo abled differently. Ciana icio abled differently rekeri nambe na gupromote. Asanteni sana gaina mahinda mega. Ukona kuna kwa Jeff KURIA YouTube channel. Asante.
Jeff KURIA TV, be a champion.